Welcome, Cobra Kai fans. We are only a few days till the release of Cobra Kai Season 6 Part 1. So the co-creators of the show, John, Josh, and Hayden, were busy conducting interviews and promoting Cobra Kai Season 6. So during the interviews, they gave us fans a few hints on what to expect in Cobra Kai Season 6. So I rallied up a few clips to share with you. And the first clip is interesting. So in the first clip I'm about to show you, Hayden Schlossberg tells us that we will see a lot of nostalgia in Part 6. Here's the clip.
There's going to be a lot of nostalgia in this final season, and you would think that we'd be out of it by now, but we've saved some of the best for last.
So this is very promising. If you are a huge fan of the Karate Kid films, expect to see a lot of nostalgia from all three of them, or shall I say all four, if Julie Pierce returns. So for the next clip I'm about to show you guys, John Hurwitz tells us that the Sekai Taikai was an idea that they came up with years ago, so they finally got to implement it in Cobra Kai Season 6. John Hurwitz also tells us that Cobra Kai has taken a new form. If you've seen the new trailer, then you'd see John Kreese and Kim Do-eun joining forces back in Kim Do-eun's homeland of Korea. And they are actual real-life martial artists. Have a look.
We knew that we were building towards a world tournament. This was something that we've been talking about for years now. You know, you've seen some All Valleys over the years, from the movies 40 years ago to a couple All Valleys in our show. To have world-class karate talent that are facing off against our kids was going to raise everything to the next level. And this season, you get to see Cobra Kai takes on sort of a new form with some martial artists. There's performers that we cast who are actual world karate champions. And not only were they amazing at martial arts, but all of our kids have been learning how to kick and punch and flip and do all these things for 6-7 years now.
For the next clip I'm about to show you guys, Hayden Schlossberg tells us if you're a fan of the Karate Kid films, and the characters that have not yet appeared in Cobra Kai will appear in Cobra Kai Season 6. So there's quite a few of them. A couple of the names I'll throw out there is Julie Pierce, Dutch, Daryl Vidal, heck, even Colonel Dugan. You never know. The sky's the limit. Take a look at what he says.
Cut, but we like deep cuts, and I'll say there are some deep cuts this season in terms of, if you're like a hardcore fan and know every single character from top to bottom in the cast list, you'll definitely see a couple come back this season, and it's like this never-ending tree that bears fruit. The original movies, we always find some piece of fruit that we haven't plucked yet every time we go into a season, and there's a couple that we've purposely saved, waiting for the right time, and so there's gonna be a lot of nostalgia in this final season, and you would think that we'd be out of it by now, but we've saved some.
For the next clip I'm about to show you guys, the creators talk about how in Season 6 we will see more of a backstory of Mr. Miyagi. Now, what do I mean by backstory? Obviously, we know a lot about Mr. Miyagi already, but there is a lot of secrets that we don't know about Mr. Miyagi. So in Season 6, we're going to get tons of Mr. Miyagi content. Check this out.
We came at that, the Mr. Miyagi storyline in Season 6 comes from a place of trying to understand the past while not having all the answers. And it's very frustrating for, Daniel's character to find out all these secrets about Mr. Miyagi that he had kept from Daniel, while not, having all the answers at his disposal. And it's something that we just felt was a continuation of the story that we've been tracking with Daniel this whole time, which is him taking on the Miyagi role for a new generation, instilling Miyagi-Do philosophy to his kids and the other students there. The big conflict that Daniel has this season is realizing that his mentor, who he thought was, the most perfect, ideal person of all time, actually had flaws. And I think, for us, we were okay with that because we always assumed that Mr. Miyagi was a human being, and that, he wasn't necessarily born a sage. He wasn't born with somebody who had all the answers. And, this season you're going to get at a little taste of that. And the hope is that It's not something that upends what you think about Miyagi, but instead kind of, paints a deeper picture of him. But for the here and now, it rocks Daniel to his core, and it's something that's just throwing a wrench into his mojo at a time when, the students need him at his best.
So that is it for this quick episode. So those are just a few hints of what to expect in Cobra Kai Season 6. I'm really excited. I don't know about you guys. Anyways, you guys know what to do if you haven't already. Comment down below and hit that subscribe button. Until next time, thanks for watching.